DraftSociety.com presents a Premier League Draft Fantasy Podcast. Welcome to the Key Pass Collective. Your exclusive source for the information, analysis, and advice you need to dominate your fantasy leagues. Come on in. We've been expecting you.
Welcome, listeners and viewers alike. This is another edition of the Key Pass Collective quiz series that we are doing, and we are inviting our Draft Society members and other content creators from the draft football fan tracks space and community. And in today's quarterfinal, we'll see Gordon from Overthink Football match up with Sanjy from the Banter Boys. I'll invite them in. Welcome, boys.
Hello.
Yo, what's good?
Are you excited?
I'm excited to win, hopefully.
I mean, you join a group with a bunch of people whose famous thing is being very, very like brainy in football, and then you get invited to quiz as probably just the writer guy. There's a lot of pressure on that, but yeah, I'm ready.
We'll see. I mean, it's not just data. It's a holistic view of EPL with this quiz. We would like to thank Drafted Thoughts for putting together these quiz questions. Hopefully, there will be some easy ones for the boys and some more difficult ones too. So we'll go through how the quiz is right now, where we are, and what the rules are. So today's quarterfinal brings Gordon against Sanjy, and as you can see on the screen, the first quarterfinal for the European bracket has already been played, where yours truly lost in not so dramatic fashion to Robbie. It was a clean win for Robbie there. This is one of the brackets, and we'll have our first semi-final set up today. The questions or the quiz format is as follows. We'll have 5 questions each. We'll take turns to answer. Off camera, the boys have matched up, and Gordon will take set A, so he'll take the first penalties, and then Sanjy will take set B. We have about 60 seconds for each question. We haven't measured it to point, but I think we'll just play it by ear at this point, and we'll have a tiebreaker at the end if scores are tied. The tiebreaker is a guessing question, and you both will have to DM me your answer so that there's no copy cheating or saying one less or one more than the other one does. The US bracket has already had another quarterfinal where Ryan beat drafting for upside Zach to a win, and he will be joined by either Gavin or Joe in the semi-final. So, are we ready?
Yeah. I've only got one question though, Totti.
Tell me.
The seating on the brackets. How did you end up as number 4? I'm assuming those are randomly assigned numbers. You know?
They are. I have no idea. This was also done by our very own Draft Thoughts. I am number 4, aren't I? I mean, the actual quiz that we did underlines my seeding. So maybe Draft Thoughts knew before the quiz started that I would be falling at the first hurdle. We'll see.
Cool. Yeah, ready to get started?
I have some music for you guys to get in the mood.
Okay.
Drama. So, first question for Gordon is the following. In 2019-20, 2 Wolves players finished in the top 10 for total points in Fantrax default scoring. Name both of them.
How many years ago was that? 1, 2, 3. Adama Traore and Raul Jimenez.
That is correct. Raul Jimenez was 5th and Traore was 6th overall. Those were the days.
Not a single Wolves player since. Yeah.
No, I mean, not even close to top 10. But hopefully Lopetegui will come out swinging next season. Sanjy, of similar mold, let's see question 1. In 2021 season, 2 Aston Villa players finished in the top 10 for total points in Fantrax default scoring. Name both of them.
I'm gonna say one of them is Ollie Watkins, and top 10. Go with. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get this wrong. I'm gonna go with John McGinn.
The wrong answer, unfortunately. In 2021, the top scoring Aston Villa player was 1 Ollie Watkins at 7 and Jack Grealish at 10.
Oh yeah, Jack.
He did miss those cryptic 7 games at the end of the season, but even with that, he finished 10th overall in 2021.
With foul suffered points, he would have been number 1 overall, I think, that year. I remember this debate on Twitter.
Yeah. I think there was the debate at the end of the season to include foul suffered because he would have nicked number 1. So after one question is Gordon 1, Sanjy 0. Let's go on to question 2. What shirt number did Conor Gallagher wear last season, Gordon?
This feels like a fix. 23.
It is 23. Sanjy, would you have known?
No. I didn't remember that one. I knew the Wolves question, but that doesn't help me right now. So,
well, you'll find a comfort in having set B because most of the questions are of similar type in each set. So let's go on to Sanjy's second question, which is, what shirt number did Ruben Loftus-Cheek wear last season?
Oh, my true colors are gonna show now, aren't they? Shirt last season.
I'm gonna say that this quiz has been Chelsea-fied for you guys' pleasure.
I'm going to pay draft thoughts after the event.
I don't know. 21 is in my head for some reason. I'm probably wrong. Ruben's
The-
yeah, 21.
Unfortunately, that is not correct, but it was in your head because it was 12. So it was the other way around.
Yeah. Fair.
So it's 2-0 after 2 questions. Time to get the finger out, Sanjy. Gordon, question 3. Only one player from Armenia has ever played in the Premier League. Name him.
I hope I don't butcher the pronunciation. It's Mkhitaryan, right?
Yep, Henrik Mkhitaryan. So obviously the Sanjy's question will not be another Armenian player, but only one player from Kenya has ever played in the Premier League. And this is to stay in the game.
That's a horrible question. It's really hard.
What the hell? Play from Kenya.
I'll give you a hint because I think this is a bit harder than the Armenia one. He is a midfielder who has played for 2 Premier League clubs.
Kenyan, 2 Premier clubs, midfielder.
And is known for having a wicked shot on him.
I thought I knew, but now I'm doubting it from that clue.
A wicked shot midfielder played for 2 clubs. I have no clue, honestly. Kenyan. The player I'm thinking of definitely didn't play for 2 clubs. That's the problem.
Can I guess one of the clubs, Totti, as a second clue, see if I think I know who it is?
Yeah?
Was one of them Southampton?
Yes, one of them was Southampton.
A wicked shot midfielder, Southampton player. What? Southampton midfielder.
Gonna have
No, man. No guess. I have no clue, honestly. I have no clue. Yeah.
Gordon, are you prepared to steal?
Was it Victor Wanyama?
It was Victor Wanyama.
Fair. Wow, blowout.
A blowout for Gordon with 3-0.
Yeah. I shouldn't have even showed up. You'd have scored 3-0.
It was pretty harsh for there to be a Chelsea shirt number question in there, I'll say that.
I mean, probably the Chelsea shirt number question would have been a blowout for anyone else other than you guys. So, but
I mean, we had like 1 million shirts last season. There's so many numbers to remember.
That's fair. We had like 50 players.
And this season, there's about 3 that you might be able to still buy. The rest are all gone.
Yeah.
So, do you want to guys have a look at the rest of the questions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so for Gordon, who did Argentina lose to in their opening match of the 2022 World Cup? Yep, Saudi Arabia. And for Sanjy, who did Spain beat 7-0 in the group stages in the 2022 World Cup?
Costa Rica.
Yep. Okay, that's 2 ticks there. And the last question is, which of these clubs has had the most seasons in the Premier League, including this upcoming season? Norwich City, Stoke City, West Bromwich Albion, and Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Don't think it's Stoke. I don't think it's Norwich. Wolves.
Unfortunately, it is West Brom. All the others have only had 10, while West Brom had 13 seasons in the Premier League. And Sanjy, your last question would have been, which of these clubs has had the most seasons in the Premier League? Crystal Palace, Fulham, Leeds, or Middlesbrough?
Oh. Crystal Palace.
It is Fulham
Okay.
with
Interesting.
17 seasons in the Premier League, and all the others have only had 15 seasons in the Premier League.
They all had 15.
Yeah, all Fulham had 17 and the rest had 15. So more than your lot.
Interesting.
If the tables were turned. Well, that was a interesting quiz there. And we have Gordon advancing to the semi-final to play the number 1 seed, Robbie.
I'll get you to send me some tactics, Totti. Weaknesses, how to beat him.
I will. I mean, mine was close to a blowout as well, but yeah.
But not as bad.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but you did, so it's fair.
GG, Gordon.
You too. Cool.
So, boys, both of you did some tweeting recently. Do you guys want to mention what you're up to, what your upcoming fun, interesting stuff is happening in your sphere, Gordon?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. Yeah, we've just gone live with a whole bunch of stuff. Chris and Will have been working seemingly since last summer on Ranker 2.0 and various tools and things like that they launched last year. They've asked me to help them primarily by writing a whole lot of their stuff. They come out with some amazing things. We think there's some really cool bits that we can add into the mix this summer to sort of go alongside what's already out there. So the draft kit, etc., that's going to go live for you guys. So yeah, we're really keen. We're trying to up the frequency, trying to make sure we're getting more out and try and keep things really usable, but also more fun. The tool, I think, is better this year. We think the outputs are better this year. We think the way that we lay them out is better this year. So hopefully really informed drafts.
I saw that the design got a pretty big revamp, but did the algorithm get a revamp as well?
Yes, although I'm the least qualified member of the crew to talk about it. But yeah, it does. In particular, Chris spent quite a long time working on sort of how quickly players move up and down. So if you're consistently ranking a player lower, they should move much faster this year than they did last year. Last year, if, for example, you decided you didn't want Cristiano Ronaldo anywhere near one of your teams, it would have taken you a very long time to get him out of the range. This year, it should be much, much quicker. So yeah, it should be really good.
Nice. Obviously, I saw the announcement, and I'm already subscribed to Overthink Football, as have been since the launch. But what is the most exciting new stuff that is happening, like properly new?
Other than the new member.
I mean, obviously the new member, but you had been presenting or putting out some stuff under the Overthink Football umbrella since November or December. So for those who have subscribed, that's not news.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, for someone who's not biased by thinking that like the peak of their skill is just being able to write articles like myself, it's probably actually the new stats tables, the ability to do visualizations, compare players, the stuff that they've put on the new Overthinking website is incredible. Like, you want to go and understand a player better, you want to understand where they were getting you wins, where they were getting you points, you can map it all out. You want to assess a trade, you can go on and you can look at the two players, see what they've done so far. You can look at different seasons. It's just a new bit of the toolkit, I think, is the key thing.
Nice. Yeah. I've been playing around with it, and it looks really cool. Really cool. Good on you, boys. What about you, Sanjy? Is there a team preview podcast coming along like last season?
Yeah. So I mean, referring to our tweet, what was it? Something fan tracks content. Something incomplete. I mean, to be honest,
that was honestly that was my favorite announcement of the day.
I wish we hadn't wasted time actually thinking about how to write. You got way more likes.
Yeah, it's amazing how Twitter responds to absolute nonsense sometimes. But yeah, I mean, like a lot of our boys are like, for example, Ross is actually getting married in a few weeks. Ryan is busy with work, so a lot of us like are now coming out of vacation, sort of thing. But like in the background, I'm still trying to organize things. And Toddy, like you alluded to, the Inside Track series that we did last season. Yeah, it was honestly no clue how we got it together, but that is the goal for the season again. To get 20 faces on the pod again, 20 club representatives, just to get their take. Not going to be too data heavy. I wish I had all these fancy algorithms like Gordon to talk about, but it's just real life perspectives. Yeah. Just real life perspectives, and really just giving opportunities for people within our amazing community to have a voice, to share their experiences. And you always learn something new from all these conversations. I mean, for example, like last season, our Brighton correspondent had actually tipped Mitoma early on, right?
I was gonna say that you should definitely have that guy on, because there is a shit ton of Brighton players that no one's ever heard of again, and I know in the community league, the top tier, the gold league I was in, Ben Chickens drafted Mitoma and held him throughout the first 2 or 3 months, and obviously he paraded into the chat when he broke out, and he did cite the Inside Track series of the Banter Boys podcast as the inspiration for him drafting Mitoma. So I'm very much looking forward to the Inside Track series again.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, we'll see how it comes along. Hopefully we release everything on time. Maybe not like last season. I think we went down to the wire maybe like the day before the season started or something. Like I think we got our Nottingham Forest fan rep at the last second. So I mean, not everyone is going to be committed like last season. We might have a couple of new faces here and there. But yeah, we're working on that. Hopefully we're gonna do a bit more maybe video content as well. We were talking about that. Something along the likes of YouTube Shorts or something like that. So, some way that people can get the information in a fun way and not have to sit down through our 2-hour podcast like we usually do. Yeah, go ahead.
I remember the first time you came about, and we were talking with the draft society crew. It was like, yeah, great, a new podcast is coming, and I was like, dude, have you seen? It's 3 hours.
We've had 3-hour episodes. I think Robbie was actually on one of them as well.
Yeah,
like
he was.
One of our season enders. Yeah. See, the problem is like the way we kind of talk on the pod is like it's like boys getting together, having a drink, chatting shit, chatting football. And once you do that, you can lose yourself. Like you can lose hours and hours just doing that, right? Yeah. So that's the vibe that we've kind of always maintained. So we'll see how it goes. And I mean, we've got a few other things going on in the background. Some sort of I don't want to spoil any surprises. We'll see how things coming along. But do keep an eye out. We're hoping to be able to contribute to the community in every way possible. And yeah, just looking forward to getting the season going again. I'm back in the community leagues as well. That's the one thing I'm looking forward to after having a break last season, which was much needed, especially during a World Cup season, right? It just felt like it was too much football last season. But that being said, I'm already excited for the next season to begin.
Exactly. Gordon, are you in the big leagues, one of the big leagues?
I'm currently not, and I'm toying with whether or not, with a second child due in about 4 weeks, and trying to write an article every couple of days, whether or not that might just be one too many things. I will inevitably get caught up in draft season fever and probably join. But yeah, the angel on the shoulder is saying, be sensible.
Yeah, seems like a perfect storm. Moving to the other side of the world, having a second child, ramping up content creation. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations, by the way.
Exactly. Congratulations.
Yeah, I might be mad, but it's the off season and it's draft season, and it always happens every year. Not a baby, but
I was about to say, how many seasons have you been playing?
How many kids do you have? Yeah, I mean, you know what? I did the same thing last season with Draft Society, taking a step forward, and what I found, and this may be just a personal experience, is that it does take a toll when you're in a lot of leagues, but there is no better way of getting a feel for a player than either having him on your team or playing against him. There is just that's what I felt. I started off with 2 leagues, and I felt like my hands were cut behind my back or something like that, because I just it was like seeing the picture, but only seeing it through a little lens rather than seeing the whole picture. So I creeped back into a few leagues. Yeah. So watch out for that, and hopefully we'll see you in one of the big leagues. Comes
bags under the eyes,
August.
Terrible trade decisions, all of the above. Yeah.
I mean, you'll be awake when the games are up, so that's a positive.
That's true. That is true. And I'm moving away from the 3 p.m. blackout for a year, so there's a chance. There's a chance.
Yeah, some seedy back alley little TV thingy that
next to a betting shop. Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah. With you pushing the pram
back
frantically. Yeah. Send a picture. Once that materializes, send a picture, because that is just gonna be so much fun.
I like that you said when, not if. There. Yeah.
I mean, and a father of 2, I know it's a when, not an if. I mean, I know all the pubs around my place that I could go to with a non-sleeping child. So go for it.
Very good.
Yep. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining. We'll see Gordon back for the semi-final against Robbie, and we'll see Sanjy whenever we see Sanjy.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Pleasure.
boys.
Thank you both.
Cheers. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.